Ever wondered how Singapore Airlines became a global leader in the aviation industry? It all started in the year 1947 with the formation of Malayan Airways. This was a time when the world was recovering from the ravages of the Second World War, and the concept of commercial aviation was just beginning to take flight. The airline initially operated flights between Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Ipoh, and Penang. Over the next 2 decades, the airline grew steadily, adding new destinations and expanding its fleet. Then, in 1972, a significant event took place. Malayan Airways split into 2 entities: Malaysian Airline System, which later became Malaysia Airlines, and Singapore Airlines. This marked the birth of Singapore Airlines as we know it today. From its humble beginnings, Singapore Airlines was poised for a journey that would make it a global icon. Imagine the thrill and anticipation of that first flight. Picture it. The year is 1947, and Malayan Airways, the precursor to Singapore Airlines, is making its maiden voyage. From the hustle and bustle of Singapore, this flight took to the skies, soaring across the Straits of Malacca to land in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. This initial journey was made possible by a modest fleet of airspeed consoles, a twin-engine aircraft that was a workhorse of the era. These planes, though small by today's standards, were the backbone of the early days, flying established routes and setting the groundwork for what was to come. From Singapore to Kuala Lumpur, Penang to Ipoh, these first routes connected major cities, bridging gaps and bringing people closer together. It was an ambitious start for an airline that would go on to redefine the very meaning of air travel. This marked the beginning of an aviation journey that would change the face of travel in Southeast Asia. Singapore Airlines quickly realized that to stand out, they had to be different. In the sea of burgeoning airlines, it wasn't enough to just fly from point A to point B. They needed to offer more, and so they did. In the 1970s, when the concept of in-flight entertainment was still novel, Singapore Airlines took a bold step. They introduced free headsets to their passengers. This was unheard of at the time, but it wasn't just about the music. It was about offering an experience, a journey within a journey, if you will, but they didn't stop there. While other airlines were still grappling with the idea of complimentary headsets, Singapore Airlines took it a step further. They introduced free drinks on their flights. This wasn't your typical water or juice either. We're talking about a full range of beverages, from soft drinks to spirits. Again, it was about enhancing the passenger experience, making the flight more than just a means to an end. And while they were innovating in the passenger experience, they were also expanding their horizons, quite literally. New flight routes were being added, connecting more corners of the world. From their first international flights to Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta, and Saigon, they expanded their reach across continents, making the world a smaller place. But what good is a wide network without the right tools? Singapore Airlines understood this and began acquiring more modern aircraft. They needed planes that were not only larger and faster, but also more fuel efficient. This commitment to modernization saw them becoming the first airline to fly the Boeing 747 jumbo jet and later, the Airbus A380, the world's largest passenger aircraft. These innovative steps, coupled with their expansion plans, were not just about being different. They were about setting the standard, about leading the way in an industry that was just taking off. It was about redefining what air travel could be, and in doing so, they didn't just stand out, they soared. These innovations and expansion plans propelled Singapore Airlines into the global arena. And this was just the beginning. The best was yet to come. Like any successful entity, Singapore Airlines faced its share of challenges. In the early years of the 21st century, 2 major global events tested the resilience of the airline. The first was the outbreak of the severe acute respiratory syndrome, commonly known as SARS, in 2003. This health crisis severely affected travel demand, particularly in the Asia-Pacific region where Singapore Airlines operates extensively. But instead of succumbing to the circumstances, Singapore Airlines responded with agility. The airline implemented rigorous health and safety protocols, reassuring passengers of safe travel. They also put a strategic focus on maintaining their high service standards, ensuring that the comfort and satisfaction of their passengers were not compromised even in the face of adversity. Fast forward to 2008, the world was hit by the global financial crisis. This economic downturn led to a significant drop in travel demand, profoundly impacting the aviation industry. Singapore Airlines was not spared, experiencing a sharp decline in passenger numbers and revenues. However, the airline once again proved its resilience. It took proactive measures to mitigate the impact of the crisis. Cost-saving initiatives were implemented, but the airline also continued to invest in its fleet and service innovations. This balanced approach allowed Singapore Airlines to weather the storm, coming out stronger and more prepared for future challenges. Singapore Airlines also faced competition from budget airlines and the threat of rising fuel prices. But with its commitment to innovation and service excellence, the airline has managed to stay ahead of the curve. It continued to invest in fuel-efficient aircraft and enhanced in-flight services, ensuring its competitive edge in the market. These challenges only serve to strengthen Singapore Airlines, making it a resilient player in the global aviation industry. Through each challenge, Singapore Airlines demonstrated a commendable ability to adapt and innovate. Its story is a testament to the power of resilience and strategic foresight in the face of adversity. The airline's journey is an inspiring example for businesses in all industries, showing that challenges can indeed become stepping stones to greater success. Singapore Airlines' continuous strive for excellence didn't go unnoticed. In the realm of aviation, the airline has been lauded with numerous accolades, each a testament to its unwavering commitment to quality, innovation, and passenger satisfaction. A notable feather in Singapore Airlines' cap is the repeated recognition as the world's best airline. This prestigious title, awarded by the renowned Skytrax World Airline Awards, has been bestowed upon the airline multiple times. It's a crowning achievement that speaks volumes about the airline's dedication to redefining the standards of air travel. But Singapore Airlines' recognition extends beyond just being the best in the world. It's also been consistently acclaimed for having the best airline cabin crew, a testament to its world-class service. Additionally, it's been lauded for having the best first class, an affirmation of its commitment to providing unrivaled luxury in the skies. Moreover, Singapore Airlines has made its mark in the annals of aviation history with the introduction of the Airbus A380, the world's largest passenger aircraft. This mammoth of the skies, with its double-deck wide-body and four-engine jet airliner, was a game-changer in the industry. Singapore Airlines was the first to fly this revolutionary aircraft, further cementing its reputation as an innovator and a trailblazer in the aviation world. The airline's commitment to innovation doesn't stop there. It has continuously pushed the envelope with the introduction of new cabin products and services, setting new industry standards and enhancing the passenger experience. This includes the unveiling of their ultra-luxurious first-class suites and the launch of the longest non-stop commercial flight in the world. Singapore Airlines' achievements are not just about being the biggest or the best. They're about a relentless pursuit of excellence, a commitment to pushing boundaries, and a dedication to setting new benchmarks in the world of aviation. These achievements are testament to Singapore Airlines' dedication to excellence and commitment to its passengers. As we look towards the future, one thing is clear: Singapore Airlines is not done soaring. What does the future hold for this aviation giant? Let's take a peek into the next chapter of Singapore Airlines. At the heart of their future plans is a commitment to sustainability. As concerns around climate change continue to rise, Singapore Airlines is taking the initiative to reduce its carbon footprint. They've pledged to achieve net zero carbon emissions by the year 2050, an ambitious goal that reflects their dedication to environmental stewardship. From investing in sustainable aviation fuels to optimizing flight routes for fuel efficiency, every step is being taken to create a greener airline. In line with this commitment, Singapore Airlines also plans a significant modernization of its fleet. The company will be introducing more fuel-efficient aircraft, designed to reduce emissions and enhance the passenger experience. This means more comfortable seats, larger windows, lower cabin altitude, and quieter engines. The future of travel with Singapore Airlines is not just cleaner, but also more comfortable. But as always, the airline's core focus remains the same: delivering exceptional passenger service. Singapore Airlines is constantly evolving to meet the changing needs and expectations of its passengers. We can expect to see more innovative in-flight services and cutting-edge technologies aimed at improving the travel experience. Whether it's in-flight entertainment, culinary delights, or cabin comfort, The airline aims to push the boundaries of what's possible in the sky. Innovation has been the cornerstone of Singapore Airlines from the start, and this will continue to be the case moving forward. The airline is committed to staying at the forefront of aviation technology, continually investing in research and development to provide the best possible travel experience. As it continues to innovate and adapt, Singapore Airlines remains a shining beacon in the world of aviation. The airline's future looks promising, filled with cutting-edge technology, sustainability, and an unwavering commitment to passenger service. So, fasten your seatbelts, folks. The flight into the future with Singapore Airlines promises to be an exciting one.